Isn't it a lovely day today? My finely tuned intuition is telling me you might have some troubles.
Oh, the trauma! The pain!
Oh, woman stuff? Or proper pain, like physical?
No! 1,000 times worse than that!
Looks like she shouldn't have gone into that deep water without her water wings.
It wasn't an accident. I wanted to kill myself.
It almost worked. Oh, well, sweetheart, it's not all bad. Tell your Uncle Nate what's wrong.
Don't make fun of me!
Would I?
You men are so insensitive. Only he wasn't. He understood me.
Who is he?
Maximilian. My Maximilian. Oh, the most beautiful man who ever walked under the stars.
Yes, and then?
He's gone.
Oh, gone. He is gone.
And that's why you wanted to kill yourself?
We were engaged. Maximilian and I were to be married. It was heavenly. I, the rich daughter of a mithril merchant, and he...
Get to the tragic bit, please.
I gave him chestfuls of gold and all my jewelry as a token of my love. He was going to use it to arrange the most beautiful wedding
And he
ever.
took the money.
Ah, the con man hoofed it.
He did not hoof it! Something must have happened to him. He must have been held. Perhaps someone kidnapped him. And now he is languishing away in some tower and...
He hoofed it.
He will come back! And we will be reunited like two lovers on...
And why have you chosen to ruin the atmosphere in this particular crypt?
This is the resting place of his forebears. I will wait with his ancestors until I receive news from him.
Sounds logical. Well, it can't last that much longer.
I know.
As much as I'd love to spend more time with you, I have to get going.
Urns.
A few dust-covered urns, most of them decorated with coats of arms. A double-headed eagle, a badger eating a snake. There's a king's head in orange and blue. And here, a green W in a lozenge. None of which means a thing to me. They mean nothing to me. I guess they must be the family.
Full of tears.
There's a small puddle of tears that's collected in this hollow. Weird. By my reckoning, we ought to be standing knee-deep in water. There's a small... In there lies one of the ancestors of our watery corpse's fiancé. A tomb like that would have cost a fortune. The dead guy's family must have been loaded. Perhaps that's why she cries so much. The stone carving of the knight is very detailed, masterful. You can see every detail, from the blackhead on his nose to the seal on his ring. The family seal shows a fox sitting on a pile of gold. How subtle. The stone carving of the knight is...
No, I didn't want to do that. I guess it doesn't matter. Let's go back down. I didn't want to do that.
There's a piece of clothing hanging out of the sarcophagus. Looks like leather. I hope there's no one hanging on to it. A scrap of leather, smaller than the palm of my hand. Hey, Gulliver.
Ah, the living one.
Ooh, lots of stuff.
Is Wilbur okay? Where have the orcs taken him, and what are they going to do with him?
They've taken him into their camp. That much is clear, but I don't know what they're going to do to him. Could be rather unsavory.
You mean...
Put it like this. If you're concerned about the little one's life, you may soon have one worry
You know
less.
these body parts.
Does your body maybe act a little kooky?
No, it doesn't. My body isn't finished yet. Or do you mean the old one? The rotten one in the ground?
I, meant that one there.
Oh, this one. Oh, it's not mine, just borrowed.
Oh, yeah. Sure. Whose body is that, then?
Esther's.
And who is Esther?
No idea. Don't know her. But this is her body. She's helping me until I got mine back. Then we're both going to look for her head.
Oh, I
Esther.
saw her head.
Exactly.
How did you get to know each other, you and Esther's body?
For many years, I was in a grave out there. I chewed my way out of the coffin after my old body gave up the ghost. Then I saw this body outside, stumbling about, headless, knocking over gravestones, running into walls. I thought to myself, this is a sign.
And what you're making there, that's supposed to become your new body?
Exactly. Isn't it excellent?
Yes. Yes, it's,
Something.
X something.
Unfortunately, the construction drags along a bit. I'll tell you one thing. Never ask a headless zombie to replace your arms if you want to build precision machinery.
I'll make a note of it. What's new? Doesn't all that wailing from that failed swimmer down there really get on your nerves?
Oh.
Steady on. The young lady is suffering great distress. And she lets it out. Day in, day out. For hours on end.
So what's the story with her missing lover?
He jilted her, cold as ice, raked in her gold, and enjoys a sweet life somewhere down south.
She seems to think differently.
The good woman isn't really in touch with reality. She still believes everything will be resolved one day. She's waiting for him to appear or send her a letter. Anything at all.
I've got to get going. Breathe. Feel my heartbeat. That sort of thing.
Don't let me stop you.
This project's not looking all that hopeful, in my opinion. The pair of them seem to have some serious communication problems. This project's...
String?
I think it's that unbreakable thread that you hold roast meat together with. There must be a good 10 meters of it on the roll.
Yeah, we'll just start taking stuff.
A pot containing some gloopy glue. There's a small stick in it. A flattened tube of yellow paint. I don't think there can be much left in it.
Take the yellow paint.
Aha! There was still a bit in it. I don't need the tube anymore. Cool. I'll smear a little glue onto the leather using the wooden chip.
Let's talk to...
Hey, boss.
Ah, the living one.
And how many of you are there? In the committee, I mean?
2.
The group is still in its early
3.
stages. We only have 3 members so far. But the Spirit Union is associated to us, and the Federation of Programmers is thinking about finally going public with their undead status. Unfortunately, you can't become a member. You're too alive.
Thanks a lot. What are you doing in that thing? And don't tell me it's a fashion statement. I've seen a lot of stuff, but that...
No, nothing like that. A paladin put this thing on me.
What did you do, insult his sister?
Well, you could put it like that. He put me in the pillory for it, but even then I couldn't keep my mouth shut. That's why the fair lady stabbed me. So I came back as a ghost and kept her awake at night. They sent a ghostbuster after me, and he actually caught me and killed me.
But you're a ghost.
He killed a ghost? Cool guy.
I then came back as the first undead ghost in history and messed up the fair lady's wedding. As a result, the paladin conjured this magical penitence pillory around my neck. Now he's lurking around outside the crypt. I think he'd like to cut me up into little pieces and throw me into the sea.
Pretty nasty. You've hardly done anything to deserve that.
Oh, I don't know. I've had a lot of time to reflect, and I'd like to end this feud. It only causes unhappiness.
Why don't you apologize?
I've tried, but the paladin only wants revenge. He hurled his hammer at me last time.
That thing looks pretty uncomfortable. Can't you get the pillory off somehow?
Would I still be wearing it if I could? You've got no idea how impractical this thing is. Try scratching your nose with it on.
Or go to the bathroom.
Ugh, don't remind me. This is a magical pillory. You can't just break it open. It's sealed for eternity. It'll only open when the paladin forgives me.
So, never then.
Oh, it would seem that way.
I better get going. See ya.
Take care, and remember, we, the undead, are your friends. Rancid-smelling, dead friends.
A grave. There are a lot of them here. I don't know what's supposed to be so special about this one, though. From the outside, there's nothing interesting to see, and I'm not going to open just any old grave on suspicion.
Oh, why not?
The candles create the right atmosphere, creepy, yet still with a hint of homeliness. But this one isn't going to burn for much longer if it keeps dropping wax like that. The candles create the right atmosphere, but this